I've always had a dartboard somewhere in the house, whether it be a bedroom, somewhere tucked away. I've never had a darts room as such. So when we first moved in here about 6-7 years ago, the first thing I did when I walked in the door was thought, right, there's a dartboard going up in here. It's taken a while to get it to this, a few years. Initially it was literally just the board, and I've just added bits and bits and bits as we've gone along.
What I love so much about this place is all the memorabilia and collectibles.
Unbelievable.
It, to me, you know what I'm like from a collector. That's why I'm fixated on those at the moment, because they stand out to me as something that's missing. Because that display of hats is amazing.
It's amazing.
These displays of corks, we've got some Corinthian figures in here as well. That's incredible, which makes that stand out.
I mean, you walk in and you see the hats. Now, I know Andy, our camera guy, probably know more about these than we do, but it looks like American football, but then it looks like there's too many. So is there some...
Chicago Bulls is basketball.
I was going to say, is there some basketball in there as well? But what a phenomenal collection of hats. And I've noticed the golf clubs in the corner, so maybe he takes out a different hat every time he goes and plays golf. Maybe he's got a bit of a, you know, down the club, oh, he's the hat guy, here he is, you know.
So some of these are actually first series. Things like Gary Pallister there, that's a first series.
Wow.
So these are headliner figures. Eric Cantona, he's a headliner, which is the original line of figures.
Yeah.
And then they sort of went through different series. So like Wayne Rooney, I think he's like a series 4 or 5. And then the littler ones, which are... like these ones, they're the pro stars, so they're like series 10, 11, 12. Some badges, so clearly a Man United fan, because some of these like FA Cup final badges, again, love that sort of stuff.
He's a massive sports fan, there's no question about it. We've got all the basketball and American football. We've got a world snooker programme. We've got a Man United blanket there.
More evidence that he's a Man United fan.
Yeah, we've got skis in the corner. Adam Ant. I famously remember going to school with a white Tipex on my nose trying to be Adam Ant. He was my hero. He's a bit before your time, Matt, I know that. But I did. It's different because some we've done, they've had bars in. There's no bar in here. But yet we haven't even talked about the fact there isn't a bar because it hasn't bothered us. Now, you're not having parties and friends around in here. You're keeping it all to yourself, aren't you?
I do. I kind of like think of it more as a practice room, if you like, you know. But I say, once I got the webcam in, that really opened, you know, everything up to the whole world, which is great, you know, just playing people all over the road. There's
a lot of autographs in here, so tell me, where have they come from?
So a lot of them I've got recently, the dart players certainly recently, at a couple of players' championships we went down to in Leicester and just hung around outside really and picked up met a few players, had a great time. I think 110 last time I counted. Autographs so far. Yeah.
Is Matthew Edgar's on the wall?
He isn't.
He isn't.
Not
well,
yet.
If we keep him off, if you put him on, it's going to devalue everything, isn't it? Let's be honest.
I have left a small space for him.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So these are Panini cards. So you get a lot of Topps cards, Panini cards. I'm actually quite into cards at the moment. I'm researching them a lot because there's a lot of value in them, especially sports cards. You get a sort of obscure player when they're low in the rankings. If they go and do really well, and you've got one of their original rookie cards or beginner cards, they actually can go up massively in value.
Because they'll make another one, won't they? Because they've done well, yeah. So you got one of the original ones, yeah.
So then the collector wants the timeline of I want that card, that card. So they can become really valuable. We've got so many signatures around the board, loads of signatures on the frames around, which again, I've got to go back to it, makes that look weaker.
Yes.
Because this is so strong, it makes that stand out.
He's even taken the trouble, obviously, of taking the white pen whenever he's got it signed, because 90% of the signatures are in white.
Right, let's go. Right, we'll play a game. Right, we're going to pick them out. Can't hesitate, and you've got to go. So I'm going to go first with Thibaut Tricot.
I'm going to go Bradley Brooks because it's Bam Bam.
Connor Scott. You're going to lose already, aren't you?
I am going to lose already. No, I think you've got me now. I think
Marco Van Gogh and Ricardo Petresco. I could have gone all day.
Oh, Colin Lloyd, Jaws.
The wife comes in.
Does she play as well?
Well, we do a bit of one or more 6 darts for the bullseye, for the prize. And the mother-in-law loves the game of darts as well. So when she comes around, Christmas as well, we get out here and all, you know, so the family are all very keen. So, yeah.
I like this, right? Rate my hockey, I wouldn't. I'd want a runway. Here,
Yes.
that's great because
Works.
it doesn't have to be down permanently. If
Nope.
you put a runway in here, you're going to have a bit of an obstacle then.
He said he was going to put a pool table in here, and he decided against it. Good decision, mate. Look at the room to play darts. Matt and I would love to have a session in here. You know, we could practice all night. So are you playing in teams or anything?
I don't anymore. I played when I was younger, sort of late teens. I started, played in Scotland a lot in local leagues, opens and all that kind of thing. But really haven't played a lot since then, not competition-wise, certainly anyway. Then 2020, started playing online.
You wanted some improvements.
Okay.
Right, let's fire them out.
What we're
First of
gonna do?
all, I'd like a bit of strip lighting down the outside here. Solid beam light, like a blue or a pink
Okay.
or something.
Yeah,
Nice bit
okay.
of solid beam light. Frame them up.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, got to
Frame
be
them up.
framed up. Yeah, got to be framed up.
I would like a contrasting colour in the roof. They're only about 40 quid. I've done it in my
Okay.
office.
All right.
Strip light all the way around, control it with your phone, control that with your phone. 2 different contrasting colours. Get rid of the washer dryer, put the sofa over there, because the Christmas opening here when you're at the back.
Yeah.
Go on, Auntie Barbara.
Yeah.
Oh, and is it 26 again?
Yeah, you don't really want to be sat there when the old bounce out comes out and you've had a few too many sherries and next minute it's an Auntie Vera's knee.
Would you want this in your garden?
Oh, shut the door now and we'll have a chuck for 3 hours. Crack on. Great. We'll sit down when I'm a bit tired on the sofa there. I'd love to play in here. Don't forget, if you've got something like this, YouTube at missiondarts.com. Send us some pictures. Send me an email.
And if you've got any football figures, wrestling figures, Turtles, Power Rangers, also message Andy at YouTube, missiondarts.com.
Yeah, bribery.
That's a great.
Yeah.
That's a